back and we're going to be doing a quick review of the VR dumbbells for the MetaQuest 2. I gotta tell you, I was not expecting these things to be awesome. Nobody wanted them, not that I know of, and yet here they are. They're sick. They're sick. When it comes to, you know, adding that little bit extra of resistance and exercise and stuff to what you want to do, these are right up your alley, honestly. So let's get into it. So initially, I thought that because I had this little Velcro thing right here, that it was going to run into an issue as far as installation goes. But installation is really easy, right? Pop that off, pull that out. Okay. You have your weights and your spacers. Let's get those in frame. Weights and spacers. Okay. Pop this in here, like so. And if you have one of these kind of grips, you can kind of just scooch it to the side. And the reason, like I said, I was worried about it because of that. It seems like it was going to interfere, kind of jack it up, but it doesn't pinch much. Okay, it really doesn't pinch much. And you take this, pop it on top like that. Line up. There you go. Boom. Now it's got that little space, and there's a reason for that. We'll go into that later. But once you got it all good, you do your weight, do your spacers, do that, spin it on, you're good to go. So now you have your added little bit of weight, and look at it. Look at that. I mean, it gives it a little bit of a dome, but it looks like it's supposed to be a part of this controller, and that's really cool. I'm actually really impressed by that. It adds a significant amount of weight to it. It really does. The thing I had an issue with at first, well, we'll get into that. So it looks good, it feels good, and if you have one of these and you're on the fence on if you should get one like the VR weight thing or whatever, and you don't think it's going to work because you have to deal with this right here, it pinches it, yeah, but it doesn't. You're not holding it on or, you know, screwing it on too much to where it's going to like completely cut through it. It just pinches it. So it's compatible. I'm going to say it's compatible. It's compatible with the ones I have. So I'm assuming that they're going to be compatible with yours. I may be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I am. But I played Thrill of the Fight without them, and then I played Thrill of the Fight with them. The ones without them, I was able to go 3 fights, all 3 rounds, win all 3 of them, no problem. Second time around, I won the first one. The second one, I was dying, and it came out to a draw. And I actually even lowered it down a fight. So I was exhausted with these things, and I had it at max weight, and I worked my way up to the max weight. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to go max weight on anything. Just start off slow, then build your way up to it. But it's an experimentation. I have to sacrifice my body to the cause. Man, did that suck. Okay, that really did. I was exhausted, but I felt good. Like I felt like I actually did something different, decent. These things are sick, man. They're really cool. I like it. The fact that you can just, you know, let's say you have somebody like, so whenever I gave it to my buddy Wade, right? And you're gonna see him. I'm gonna have him fighting in the corner over here. I had it at max weight for him, and even him. And I know this guy. He's fit. That's all he does is fitness, right? He went in here, played 1 fight, 3 rounds, and he was like, yeah, I could feel it. And it's you could tell he was tired. Like his hands slowly started to drop. So he was getting that resistance, and that's what you want. You don't want something that's so easy that you feel like you can just anybody can do it. No, like you want that little bit of resistance, and it's good. I had an issue at first with this little crossbar getting in the way of the joystick, but I swapped the weights from this side to the other side, and now it doesn't feel like it interferes with it. So if I wanted to, I could keep them on all the time and not really have to worry about it. You may need to adjust the weight because not everybody wants to pick up something heavy just to play just a normal game, especially if you're sharing it with kids or you're sharing it with your wife. You know, you want it to be comfortable. But the cool thing is that you don't have to pull this entire thing out. You just take all the weights out and then put these washers in here, secure the little nut down, and it's just like you had a controller, like the regular controller. So without the weights and this grip, my controller came in at about 6.8 ounces. Okay, with the added weight and this grip on here on my controller, it came out to about 13.7 ounces. So that's going to be per hand at max weight. That's pretty significant. Okay, you're going to feel it. You play Beat Saber, you play Pistol Whip, you play, you know, Supernatural, you play Creed or Thrill of Fight. You're going to feel it. All right. Be careful. Okay, don't go max weight. Consult your doctor if you need to. See if it's something that you should even do. If you're just now starting off to doing any kind of workout, it's always best to start low and then go high. Okay, so build yourself up to it. Don't feel like you need to be a superhero instantly. I don't want you hurting yourself over a game. Honestly, that's really what it boils down to, is hurting yourself over a game. But you want to start off the new year, kind of start getting your endurance up there, going with Supernatural or you know, some Thrill of the Fight. These are some good games that'll really jack you up. Beat Saber especially, man. Beat Saber on the higher levels will mess your world up. You add these weights to it, that's a whole nother ball game. And these things are heavy, dude. It's like that's Thor's hammer right there. That's meow meow. Okay, that's not messing around. See, even Vegeta's having a hard time with it, right? So keep that in mind. I'm gonna start talking about the bad, because it's not all great. Like, yes, uniformity is great. The way that it fits on there is good. The color is almost 1-to-1, right? It almost looks like it is perfectly blended. But if you have grips like this, this added weight can cause a little bit unnecessary pressure right here, and this actually did pop out on me. If it hadn't have been for the lanyard that I had on here, this would have popped out and could have broken my controller. Especially you have added weight on here. You know, this is only as strong as it needs to be, or as it can be, because it wasn't designed to have these weights on here. But Kiwi was like, yeah, let's make it look good and put it on there and it worked. That could break your controller. So luckily I had my little secondary system in there. I always recommend that. Don't just go for just the straps and not worry about the lanyard. Keep that lanyard on there. It's always a good thing to have. Okay. The issue with the thumbstick got resolved, as you can tell, but I shouldn't have had to do that. It would have been cool, and I know I may be a baby about it, but it would have been cool to have it to where, like, this weight set is for the right controller, this weight set is for the left controller. Maybe it has it somewhere. I haven't seen it. I've looked, but if I've looked and I can't find it, that means it's not where it's supposed to be. It needs to be like in your face. I like the Kiwi Design little logo up here. It's a small thing and it looks good. But it's not intrusive or anything, and it's not too like, hey, look at me. That looks good, but right here, I think it would have been cool to have like an R or an L or something. So this little slot right here goes to the knuckles grips that Kiwi Design also released, and that's what that gap is there for. So if you're wondering, that's what it's there for. I have those come in, and I'm gonna do a review of those as soon as I get them. But yeah, so that's it. As far as the too much weight for the grips and the crossbar that I had an issue with, not really any more bad. No more ugly, honestly. So yeah, I'm not gonna rate these like I normally do with other stuff as far as like a must-have or whatever, because it's subjective. If you want to get into some kind of fitness or whatever, have that little bit extra of resistance, yeah, pick them up. You know, you want to start off the new year, but you still want to play like your video games and everything, but still work out and feel like you're doing something every time you jump in. Get them. I'll even say this, immersion wise, I went ahead and kept the weights in here, but only in one controller when I'm playing Walking Dead, and it was nice to have that little bit extra resistance. So like if I'm holding a pistol or if I'm holding a baseball bat or something, it's nice to have this controller feel heavier than this controller. And it's a small little thing that you can tweak if you want to, but I just wanted to try it out and check it out, and it seemed to work out actually pretty good. So it really helped with the immersion as far as that goes. So yeah, I'm not gonna say these are a must buy unless you're wanting to get into some kind of workout. And in that case, yeah, must buy. These things are awesome. I don't think there's any other weights like them on the market right now. I think these are completely unique, and they did a really good job at it. I feel like if they decide to redesign it, I think it's only going to get better. But for what it is, these are awesome. Yeah, so I'm going to toss a link in the description down below. If you buy from that link, you're supporting me. I appreciate that. That's going to be great because I get to buy more really cool VR stuff to move everything along, help build this channel and make it great. Thank you guys again for all your support and everything. Thanks for watching. That's gonna be it for this one. Again, thanks for watching, subscribing, liking. Please, 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 if you can, just tap that little button right there. Just boop. Good. Yep. Thank you. And yeah, God bless again. And don't forget, you guys are awesome. See you on the next one.